Wisdom shines in talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. My comments bring this profound wisdom into your experience. Use YouTube's closed captions to read along. In the concluding part of this dialogue, the American continues to ask about some objective place where he can find the self, somewhere in his body. He asks, where shall I meditate on the Atman? I mean, in which part of the body? Ramana tries again to make his vision non-objective. He says the self should manifest itself. That's all that is wanted. Other devotees jump in trying to help the American and say, one says on the right of the chest, there's the heart, the seat of the Atman. The other says the illumination in the center where the self is realized. Though Ramana does not respond specifically to these statements, he has said clearly in other places that what he calls the heart is not anything physical. Rather, it is the spiritual center from which the self flows. So he focuses on the self, non-objective, not a body location, not a body sensation. Then the final question, how to turn the mind away from the world, to which Ramana responds, is there the world? I mean, apart from the self. Does the world say that it exists? It is you who say that there is a world. Find out the self who says it. Ramana says the world we perceive is not an objective reality, but rather known within as a projection of the mind. Ramana asks if the world exists independently from the true self, and whether the world itself can say that it exists. The answer is no. It is the observer who says that there is a world. Ramana says that the world we perceive is not an objective reality, rather a projection of the mind. Ramana encourages us to investigate the self, the witness who experiences the world. By exploring the nature of the self, you come to understand that the world is not an independent reality, but rather an expression of the mind. Ramana says that by understanding the nature of the self, we can understand the illusory nature of the world, the mind, and the individual ego I, and ultimately realize the unchanging reality of the self. These videos help bring Ramana Maharshi's teachings into your direct experience. Subscribe now to help you deepen your understanding and practice to know the self. Just click the subscribe button.